The sessions, the days, you wake up and you don't want to do it. I'm depleted. I've drank like a liter of water today. I'm on 50 grams of carbs, 1,600 calories. None of that matters. Welcome bloody back. 5 days into peak week, 2 days out from show, and it's finally bloody time. Finally time to get a haircut. I've been waiting for this haircut for literally 3 weeks. I waited to the absolute last second to make sure my hair is as fresh as possible. And I'm also doing something crazy. I think I'm gonna get clean shaven and show off those, you know, the striated chin, the shredded chin on stage. So looking forward to that. This is obviously the before. Take a good look because I'm gonna look like a completely different person very, very soon. That's what's first on the agenda today. So let's get it. Here we go. Fresh. If there's something a haircut does at the very least for you, is like take your confidence from here to there. Throw in the natural dopamine high that you get from competing, and as I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, you naturally get this crazy dopamine from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep, just because you're eating extremely healthy foods and drinking nothing but water. So naturally your body's just gonna function at like 100% optimization. If that even makes sense, I'm sure it does, but hopefully it does anyway. So what's next on the agenda for today? Basically a bit more editing today, eat some lunch and do my cardio session, the final cardio session for the day. Let's go. Let's bloody go. The lowest weigh-in of the entire competition prep, making that 12 kilos down in 12 weeks. As mentioned, jumping right into lunch today. I'm having 4 whole eggs, and yes, that includes the yolks. I'm not putting any oils, sauces, or any seasoning. I'm having them exactly as you see them. The second half of lunch is simply 60 grams of isolate whey protein. As my only carbohydrate snack for today, 200 grams of sweet potato. Again, no spices, no oils. Toss it in the air fryer on 195 degrees for 17 minutes. This is it. We have arrived at the final gym session before show day. As mentioned earlier, it's just a cardiovascular endurance session on the treadmill. I'll be doing 1 hour today, nice and light, 10 incline, 3.5 speed, just to get the body moving, active, and the final glycogen stores out of my body. Today, all the carbs you saw me eat, those 200 grams of sweet potato, that's it, that's all I get. The final carb intake for the day is gonna be like 55 grams of carbs. That's what you would have noticed over the peak week, a complete decline in carbohydrates starting roughly around 140, ending on 50. Naturally, your energy levels are going to be absolutely depleted. Your body's going to be depleted. You're going to look flat. That's just the way it is up until you start carb loading again. For me, that's around tomorrow night, around 9 or 10 p.m. So without further ado, let's get this final workout done and dusted, and I'll keep you posted. Straight after the cardio session, I also spent 30 minutes with the massage gun, working my way from my legs all the way up to my chest and back. Hello, comrades. That concludes everything. It's all done. I left nothing on the table. Every workout, every cardio session, every posing session, every single meal I made at home, everything. I left nothing on the table, and I'm fucking proud of myself. It's a feeling you can't really express, but I'll try to do my best. You set yourself a goal and you supersede it. That's what it feels like. Does not bloody matter what the outcome is on stage. Because I superseded the goal I set for myself, I set up a freaking caliber, a standard that puts it on a pedestal above any bloody competition I've ever set myself. This is what it's about. Committing to yourself every single day, day after day. It's about discipline and commitment. That is what creates success, and that is what breeds success. The sessions, the days you wake up and you don't want to do it. That is what separates the winners from the losers. And I say it day after day. Let me tell you something. I'm depleted. I've drank like a liter of water today. I'm on 50 grams of carbs, 1,600 calories. None of that matters. Because right now, the feeling I feel is immeasurable. The sense of accomplishment, despite not having really accomplished anything yet on stage, it's a feeling you can't really explain unless you do it for yourself and you put in the same level of commitment, dedication, consistency, and effort, and show up for yourself. I'm going to say it the way I showed up for myself for the last 10, 12, 14 weeks. And all of that is going to show on stage. Sometimes on stage, it's measured by percentages. You win by 1, 2, 3%. And that is why you can't not show up for yourself. That is why you can't wake up and say, I'm not bothered. Because you're going to get guys like me who wake up and all they want to do is show up for themselves and succeed and win that day. I'm going on a tangent, but that essentially concludes peak week. There's one more day left, and that is tomorrow. Tomorrow, what I'll be doing is running through exactly my plan for carb loading for not only tomorrow night, but Saturday as well as Sunday. Tomorrow, you're going to see me with my base 10 as well. Other than that, we're going to wrap up our calories for the day, and then I'll come back with you for my final words. For the second and third meal of today, I had 450 grams of chicken thigh, seasoned with only chili and garlic powder. I also added 150 grams of lean chicken breast. Give it a nice mix. Again, toss it in the air fryer. Roughly split the chicken down the middle and have it across 2 meals. You also want to season it with a nice drippity drip of lemon. And finally, another 60 grams of isolate whey protein. My protein today ended up being 240 grams. You can see it now on screen, the total macros and calories for the entire day. Macros, calories, protein, absolutely nailed. That wraps up today's episode. If you liked, learnt, or enjoyed today's episode, I'd greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, and turn on all the notifications for a year's supply of gains.